can't believe it's the 14th of January. Normally this month is a month that just drags, and you just feel like you're ever going to get to the end of it, and it just seems this year for some reason January is just absolutely flying. It's like 100 miles an hour, to be quite honest. That's the way I feel anyway. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I haven't done anything really on the kind of what's happening in Ireland, what's happening in Britain, what's happening in Europe in terms of our way of life and what's going on at the moment, and what's been imposed upon us, what's been taken away from us. It was good to see yesterday that Starmer has reversed the digital ID thing, right? But there's many other things that he's fucking forced upon the British people that are absolutely mad. Coming back to our own crowd, we now have all the farmers protesting up and down the country. The horse is gone, now we're closing the door. Jesus Christ, like, I mean, they were warned, they were told, but no. They put their faith inside in the Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael parties and others when it was Europe that was in control and has been in control. And any of these people that are farmers that couldn't see that are absolutely just, there's nothing going on between the ears. Nothing at all. It is so fucking disappointing to just, like, you know, you're having to go to them. We told you so. You know, and now they're trying to get it reversed. Will they? Hard to say. Hard to say. And you've the false pretense by Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael that they reneged and they were going to back the Irish people and the farmers at the last minute. They knew it was going to go through. You know, these people, like, you've gone on about this thing has come out there about Pascal O'Donoghue and the 131.4 million he gave to the World Bank, a place he's going to get a job in. And then he added on an extra 10 million as a fucking lick arse that he is, you know. This is the guy that was back in the day going, we need to be very prudent. He's overseeing the bike shed, all of those fucking spins that are way over the top. Who's that 10 million going to, really? Think about it. Why would you give an extra 10 million when you're already handing over 131.4? You know, little sleevey that he is. And it's looking like, you know, people we were putting our faith in that we're going to do stuff and reveal stuff have turned out to be a pancake, and it's gone all flat. So where are we at? What do we do? You know, I've looked at the Eddie Hobbs thing, that people are paying serious money to go into and listen with the big forum of all the people sitting at it. And what did they come down? They came down to something I was done a few weeks ago, where I wrote to the American embassy that they're all going, we need to follow MAGA. Wow, Jesus Christ. That's all of the brains, all of these people that went to university, all of these people that are solicitors and barristers, all of them that are so knowledgeable, and it came down to, we need to follow Trump. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that we have absolutely nothing or anybody of serious note that's able to lead us out of the shit that we're in at the moment. And I just believe we have to come up with some sort of, you know, what's happening is treason basically, and it's treasonous. But that we need to be, I believe we need to be targeting something that's going to make them feel it in the pocket. Whether that's judiciary, whether that's an NGO, whether that's media, whether it's a council that, right, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. Something needs to happen. But it's who's going to lead it. That's the problem. But right now, we've all these people jumping up and down. It's me, it's me, it's me. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I'm not on about following me. I will say this, that if I came up with a plan, and there was a plan, and I could lead you to victory, I'd do it. But then there's no way I'd be staying inside in any way, shape or form inside as a politician. But not the fucking hope would I do that. No way. I just like to say, oh yeah, we've done that, we succeeded, great, now let's go live our lives. That's what I want. I don't want to be involved in anything political, because as you can see, it's a cesspool. And it's going to be interesting going forward in the future, when all of this does crumble and fall apart. Will there be any politicians at all? Be interesting to see. Be interesting to see. I think it'll be businesses that'll take over, and there need to be scrutiny on them. But what's happening at the moment, like, we've too many people fighting on different fronts, with people that's going after two. Everything that everybody's doing is honourable, and it's good, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to make change. So I'm not knocking that. But we're pulled in all these different directions. You've got people wanting to go now and challenge the hospitals, what's happening with people dying in the trolleys and sepsis and all these fucking failures of duty of care by the medical staff, right? You've got TUSLA, you've got the digital ID that's on about coming in, you've got the hate speech bill, you've got the climate change people pulling stuff up, we're protesting against that, we're protesting against wind farms. So if you look at it, we're pulled in so many different directions. We're on about the judiciary, the way they're working, and they're not listening to the rule of law. You look what happened in Cork. We're pulled in too many directions. And we're all doing the right thing, but we need to focus on one thing. Now, I've kept saying this, there's far more clever, far more learned people than me. We should be closing the borders. That's the one thing. But I think we got to do something that hurts them in the pocket to get that momentum for closing the borders, because they ain't listening. I seen Niall Collins turn around the other day with an immigrant that's now a councillor inside Limerick, who said when the people kicked off in Dublin that all these Irish people should be shot in the head. And he's now backing them that Irish people have to accept that people that have been here for the last 4 and 5 years should have embassy and be given Irish citizenship straight away. If anybody can't see that's about votes, you're all away with the fairies, because that's what it is about. It's totally about votes. Imagine, now it's great to see how we're going to look after these people. Where's looking after us? Where is it? 125 million went to the Ukraine. They're after giving over, is it 25 million now to Palestine? It's absolutely fucking insane what's going on. And we, the people that elected them, have no say. We have no rights. They don't want to listen to us. Like, they're not listening to us. They're taxing us. Tell us anything they've done that for us is good. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that is why they're getting in all this majority of foreigners and immigrants, because it'll come down to votes. And what I see with the replacement, what's going on with certain people not paying tax, but especially in the Muslim community, they just don't pay riba. Like, guys, seriously need to wake up. And it's, in fairness, a lot of people have woken up. It's good to see an awful lot of the young people have woken up, because basically they realise now there's no future for them. There's no houses to be bought. There's no investment in what they want to do and stuff like that. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And they can see it. And it's good. It's good they can see it. It's about time. And I just wish them the best. But they're going to have to move. Unless something radically changes in this country. They're going to have to move. It's as simple as that. I don't know what else to say. There's a few people doing stuff in the background. There's a guy that warned everybody about something, James Conway there from Sligo. Everybody laughed at him, laughs at the way he talks and stuff like that. That is a very, very clever man. He's a very, very, very clever man. Well read. Don't be listening to the way he talks at all. It's what's inside. You never judge a book by its cover, basically, and you just don't underestimate that man. So that's where we're at. It's about coming together for one goal. If people can come up with something that's good, let's get behind it. But when you've the likes of Eddie Hobbs having a meeting above there and all they can come out with it, let's follow Trump. Jesus. Like, if he turned around and said we all need to write to the ambassador and stuff like that, so like, I've done that. I did that fucking 7 weeks ago. You understand me? So now, whether it'll come off or not, it was my thought process. And yet we've all these learned people and they can't come up with anything else. Like, since the Spoil the Vote, there was 4 people there that thought they were really going to kick on. Nothing. And this is why I don't do vlogs every day about this, because basically I'm repeating stuff that I've repeated fucking the last 5 or 6 months. And I think less is more. But these people are on every day complaining. No solution. No solution. No real sit down, what can we do? And you have these people Spoil the Vote and they've come up with nothing since. Disappointing, to say the least. All the best.